Hello, guys. Welcome. Tag your friends. I'm Nicole Hanselman. Our routine here is tag our friends to know that when we are live. So please do that for me. We have a little bit of a technical issue. My guest is not here yet, and that's what we're waiting for. And once my guest is here, we can go ahead with it. Well, today's live is about money mindset. What do we need to know about money mindset? What is money mindset anyway? I'd like you to share your own views too and engage. Let's enjoy this session. Thank you. So we'll just wait for our guest, and that's it for now, really. Okay. If it's your first time to join us, well, I'm Nicole Anselman. This is our platform, Success Your Way movement. Here we empower each other, we teach each other, we inspire each other, we learn from each other every single day. There's always something to learn. Yeah, we are open-minded people. We try and accept other people's views and opinions and engage it with our own, integrate it with our own as we keep on growing and making our lives better, really. So, what I'd like you to do now is just say hello to me, yeah, so that I know you're joining me and where you're joining from. Thank you. And let me try and reach my guest. They're there, but I'm not so sure what's happening right now and why they've not been able to come on. Okay, I can see my guest is managed to come on, so that's good news. And I say hello to me, say hello and tell me where you're joining from. Sawa sawa, sawa sawa. I can see our guest is here. So today's guest is Sarah Sunday. She's a business coach, a personal development coach, yeah, and a money mindset coach. We've had her before. She always inspires us. She always has amazing insight. I don't know what she's prepared for us, so I'll be as amazed as you, yeah. Yeah, I'll enjoy it just as much as you would, right? Okay. We've not done any sound checks or anything. So, you know what? When you go live, anything can go wrong or everything can go right. You never know. It's always surprising. So, let's welcome our guest, Sarah Sunday. Karibu, karibu, Sarah. Hello, Sarah.
Yeah. Hello, Nicole.
Hi.
How
Hello.
you doing? It's been a while
Um,
here. Happy to be here
It's been a
again.
while. It's been a while. I know you're a busy girl. I've also been busy lately. I've had a
Uh,
really crazy morning running up and about and stuff. But here we are. Here we are. Tell us
yeah,
about
not easy
yourself,
at all.
Sarah.
Okay, so this is Sarah Sunday. I'm a personal development coach, a business consultant, and a money mindset coach. So I've been here before, and it's always interesting to be here to share from my wealth of experience with amazing people. So from Nigeria, yeah, I'm streaming this
Daughter
from
from
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Yes, the African lady.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Africa has
sure.
become really small, and like we
Yeah,
now engage with each other more than we did
yeah,
before. We are appreciative
yeah,
of each other
sure.
now. Yeah.
So I'm the co-founder of Transforming Lives Global Services. It's an organization that train individuals on personal development, business, money, and you have it, life coaching and others. So that's basically what we do here in Nigeria.
Amazing.
And yes, we've also trained people outside the country and not just in Nigeria alone. So it's a privilege to be here. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. I would like you to start by telling us what inspired you to do what you do. I wonder whether I can put you on full screen right now, and just tell us
Okay.
what inspired you, how you started this journey to become what you are right
Oh,
now. Right? Full screen
okay,
for you.
sure. All right. Okay. So good. I started this journey sometimes in 2018. Yeah, I was done with school. You know, a young graduate, you're done with school, you want to get something to do. There is no job in the country somehow. It's kind of a struggle for young people. So aside that, I knew there was more that I could give. I knew there was more to my life than just getting a job after school to just get what to meet ends meet needs, and that's all. So it was a push somehow because I knew something was missing from my life. So it was really a push for me to go in search right? I went in search of what was missing. I didn't know what was it, but I knew that something was missing. There was more to my life. So after getting the job, there was still something missing. Yeah, there was still something missing. So I had to go in search. And the first thing I started with was studying, reading books. I love to read a lot, it's a part of me already. So I was studying books, I was reading, and three books changed my mindset completely. Rich Dad Poor Dad, The Richest Man in Babylon, and then Think and Grow Rich. Those were my life-changing books. So when I read these books, I knew that there was something I could give out to the world. There was something I could become for myself and also to be a blessing to my generation. So that was how my journey started. And 2018, after doing that, I had to start encouraging people around me, friends. I was talking to friends that were graduates also, but not doing anything. I knew there was something they could do in their life. There's something they have on the inside that they could release out to the world. So I knew we were made for more. So that was how my journey started in 2018. And then gradually I was able to connect with people with the same mindset, because they said like minds attract, right? So I attracted someone that has that kind of mindset, and we birthed Transforming Lives Global Services. We knew that what we've discovered ourselves, so we need to help others to discover themselves. So that was the beginning of my journey, and it has brought me till date. I
Yeah.
have been moving, I haven't stopped. I'm still going, I'm still pushing, I will continue to push. So
Thank
that's
you.
little about my journey. Yeah.
Thank you. Amazing books you read. Amazing books do transform lives. They do
Yeah.
transform lives. So let's use me as a dummy, to call it that. So I've come to you, Sarah, and I tell you, okay, Sarah, help me. Help me. I think there's something wrong with me somewhere. Everything I try, it don't work out. I don't know. It seems like money comes in, but easily goes out and stuff. Where would you start with me on that journey?
Okay, so coming to me as a coach now, and you need me to help you in your money journey. Well, the first thing I will ask you as a coach is, what are your beliefs about money? I think I've taught that here. What are your beliefs about money? Let me understand what you believe about money first. Then we're going to write that down. Okay. As a coach, I don't just tell you this is just the road for you to follow. I must help lead you through the road to follow, right? So I will ask you, what are your money mindsets? Let me understand your money beliefs, because I remember teaching it on this platform some times ago that we were programmed in a certain pattern, certain thought patterns when it comes to money, when it comes to our belief system. So when you understand those patterns, you understand your money mindset, you understand the beliefs you hold about money, it will help you to redirect your money mindset. It will help you to begin to ask yourself some certain questions. So when I ask you those questions, I'm able to figure out, okay, what your money mindset is. Do you have the scarcity mentality? Do you have the abundance mentality? I need to understand that, right? So we will start from there. When we correct those beliefs you have about money, then I'm going to move down to your spending habits, right? What do you believe? You have that already. So what are your spending habits? When you get money, how do you feel about it? How do you feel when you get money? When money comes to you, what do you feel? Do you feel like, let me go spend immediately? Or you feel like, okay, I have something to do with this money, right? We're going to talk about that also if you're coming to meet me for help. Then I will ask you if you have your financial goals. Do you write down your financial goals? Do you plan your money? Do you have a budget you work with? If you don't, then I'm going to help you to gain clarity in that direction. So these are some of the things that we are going to work out when it comes to building your money habits, and then you beginning to understand how your money works. So these are some of the things we do.
Thank you for that. My mic was off. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know about beliefs. It's very difficult for us sometimes to know our beliefs, the underlying beliefs that were passed down to us, the things we had maybe our parents saying over and over again. They condition us in some way. They didn't intend to do all that to us. So sometimes you think, oh, I think I have a good relationship with money. I do love money and stuff. But you don't know that there are some things that you never worked on. There's
Yeah.
some like almost harmless things that you were told, like, oh, money doesn't grow in trees, things like
Yeah.
that. Every time your parents telling you, I don't have money, I don't have money, where do you think money comes from and stuff? Then you start having this
Yeah,
some of
sure.
these beliefs without even Yeah, you're not conscious of the false belief that you have deep
Yeah.
inside you. Yeah. Okay. My
Okay, no.
money.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay, the
I
thing
was gonna
is,
read.
just like you said.
Mm.
Okay.
I was gonna read this. My mind. Sorry, Sarah. My mindset is sort of mediocre. Can one change that?
Mediocre. Yes, very
What is
possible.
mediocre money mindset?
Yes, it's very possible, right? It's very possible. Like when I started my money journey, I wasn't like this in the first place. Okay, when I started my money journey, I discovered that I was programming a certain direction, a certain pattern that I feel that I had this scarcity mentality. I felt I couldn't be successful. I felt I couldn't make more money. I limited myself to a specific amount of money I could be earning, right?
Mm,
I was programmed to think that I can only earn money on a daily basis. A lot
mm,
of us have been programmed that way. That's why most of us are salary earners, because we have been
mm,
programmed to only earn money on a monthly basis. But it's possible to earn money on a daily basis. It took me effort to bring myself to that level. Now, when we talk about
yeah.
changing your money mindset, we are not saying that, okay, you just write down your new belief, your old beliefs today, you create new
Mm,
beliefs, and then immediately it happens. No, it takes work, it takes effort, it takes intentionality. You must be intentional and deliberate about changing those
that's
beliefs.
intentional.
And how do
Yeah.
you go about it? Yeah, you start with
Yeah.
you see, you using affirmations. That was what helped me a lot. I started with affirmations, and then know the kind of people that surround you. Are they people that talk down on money? Are they people that always feel they have the scarcity mentality? Are they people that feel like I cannot earn enough? When you're talking about money with those people, do they feel irritated? Do they feel guilty? Then you need to, shift yourself from those people. You need to let go those
Yeah.
people. Because if you're
Yeah.
building yourself and then you're still affected with this kind of people in your life, then
Yeah.
you are still going to remain a mediocre. You're still going to remain a
Yeah.
mediocre. So you need
Mediocre.
to expose yourself to the
Yeah.
right people, to the right platforms that will help you.
That will help you grow.
Yeah.
We have this platform and we like inspiring each other. And the one main
Sure.
reason is sometimes you don't get that inspiration from our surrounding. It's so difficult to be, your environment tells us a lot about you and about yourself, and it should
Yeah.
really. So sometimes you have excuses like, oh, where am I going to get such information from? Everybody charges for that information, which is true. They need to charge you for that information. Like Sarah, you said, you buy books, you do courses, you do all these things. Those things cost you money, and that's why you need to charge for your services. So an everyday person might not come across this information for free. So this
Sure.
platform, we have it here to help people, so that you don't say that you don't know anymore. You're already on Facebook. Why not take some time, or on YouTube or whatever? Why not take some time and learn
Yeah.
something that would help? Yeah. If you don't feel like it will help
Sure.
you right now, at least don't pass that mediocre mindset to your children. If
Sure.
you don't know,
Very important.
yeah,
In fact, yes, like just what you said. Don't pass it down to your children. I if someone
don't
said
pass it
something,
down
you
to your
said,
children.
if yes, if you don't feel like making money, if you don't want to be wealthy for yourself, just think about your children and your generation, right? So you can do
Yeah,
it for them if you don't want to do it for themselves. And sometimes people think that knowledge is expensive, just like what you said. I was buying
mm,
books, I was attending courses. So people feel, what if I don't have the money? How am I going to do that? It's very
yeah,
possible. There's something I tell people: information is cheap, but application is costly. Information is
yeah.
cheap, but application is costly. So why do I say information is cheap? Because you have access to internet these days.
We
There is
have
a
the
free
internet.
PDF downloader. Yes, you can download books on PDF for free. You can start
Mm,
somewhere. I didn't just start buying books, right? I started downloading the free books I could afford, the ones I
yeah,
could borrow from friends that I know, right? Gradually, and that was how I started. And you see, there's one thing with the universe: when you're determined and you put in effort, the
yeah,
universe will
determined.
conspire itself to help you. Yeah. So, but when you're not intentional, when you're not deliberate, you see, that's when you begin to give excuses that, okay, I can't do this, I can't do that. Yes, your excuse is valid, but it's very
Yeah,
possible that that excuse can be eliminated. Your excuse may be valid, but can be
yeah,
eliminated, and somebody will pass through that process and will still make it. But because you kept seeing it as an excuse, you saw it as a hindering block, you saw it as a challenge to you, you couldn't overcome it, right? And it has
Yeah.
limited you from achieving what you want to achieve. Sure.
Yeah. From
Yeah.
a life coaching point of view, sometimes we think that just because we have certain beliefs, or we'll sit down and, okay, we decide, okay, I don't believe in that anymore. And you think, okay, you're done, wrap it, and now you're free to go. This is a journey. This is a journey. It's not something you're going to do in one
Sure.
go and expect changes.
No.
Oh, I've changed my belief in money now and expect changes. It's a journey. You have to work on it every day. You have to change it every
Yeah.
day. The kind of, I want to call it abuse, the kind of money abuse that we received, where we had our
Yeah.
parents saying all these things about money, they're just not going to go away. It needs time. It needs you to consciously and intentionally make better choices every single day of your life. And that's why we forget. When somebody tells you,
Yeah.
okay, like let's say I came to you and you told me, okay, change your beliefs, let me find out let's dig down, get to know what your beliefs are. We do that and we work on some of those beliefs. Then I go start a business, the business doesn't work out, and then there I go, okay,
Yeah.
you know, and you go back to square one.
Yeah. Yes, like the discouragement just comes and you feel like this thing this coach told me is not working for me. Like it's not working
Yeah.
for me. Yeah, it happens like that. But you see, the thing is, it's a journey, just like you said. It's not just something you start today and then the win is tomorrow. It just works out tomorrow. No, it's a journey, and a journey has to do with process. A journey has to do with challenges. Things will always come to test your beliefs.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
I tell people that when it comes to limiting beliefs, they're in stages, right? When it comes to
Mm.
limiting belief, they're in stages, because you may feel like I've overcome this little stage. When you move to the next phase of your journey in life, another
Mm.
limiting belief surface. You will never believe that, I had this limiting beliefs before. Yeah. I remember I took a training just last 2 weeks, and then someone said, he's a coach, but at the cost of the training, he said he discovered that he had a particular limiting beliefs. Now, this is a coach that is thinking, I'm done with
He
my
said
limiting
what? I
beliefs.
didn't get that.
Okay, the coach said that when I was teaching, he discovered that he had a particular limiting beliefs he thought he was done with. He thought he had dealt with that limiting beliefs, but he didn't know that that limiting belief surfaced again in his journey, right? So most
Mm.
times we feel we are done with we are done with our limiting beliefs, and we are now better people. Yes, it's good to believe that, but
Yeah.
sometimes you see those limiting beliefs come to test you again. Let me see if you have finally overcome this stage. So when these things happen, we shouldn't feel like the thing is not working for me. It's
Mm.
working. It's just that you must keep pushing, you must keep pressing, you must keep building. That is why it is said that the day you stop learning, you start dying, because you keep on growing every day. So we must understand that as individuals. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely, lovely. I don't know whether anybody has some questions for you. If anybody has some
Okay.
question, it will be awesome. For me, I remember as part of growing up, we never had money. I always just openly say it because it's true. We never had money, and there's a point in our life that my mom didn't have money at all. That sometimes when she meets some like relatives or friends, like well wishers, she'll ask them for a little bit of help, knowing that her children at home are hungry. And because she didn't work for a long time, she had lost her job. She was chasing some money from some politicians that were not paying her, and that affected her job. They had to send her away. And so she wasn't at work for a long time, and she had to borrow money for a very long time. Oh, I'm losing my gas. Please don't, in Jesus' name. so,
Sorry, we're
when
back.
she would go to town, yeah, I'd lost you for a minute. When she would go to town, walking in town, and some of those relatives or friends saw her, they see her from afar, and the first thing they do is, just run. They just want to disappear because they know what will come out of it. And as a child, that
Yeah.
kills you in a very, I don't know what way, it kills you. So for some people can
Yeah.
take that and build out of it and tell themselves, you know what, I never ever want to be in this situation again. And some people might take that and just think that, okay, it's in my genes, it's my fate, They make
Yeah.
excuses
Yeah.
as to why not to work hard or why not to do certain things. Because my mom was really
Yeah.
hard. She was absolutely hardworking. I don't even know how she did it. She would do even 70, whatever hours, 72 hours straight. She was absolutely hardworking.
Hmm.
Yeah. But the
Hmm.
odds, maybe the mindset and stuff were not on our side. And that's why
Yeah.
I wanted us to talk about that. What do you think about things like genes, things like luck? What is your view? Because for me, from my childhood, the other thing, my other experience that told me that helped me, for me, it helped build me, is at one point I went to a relative's house and she had asked my mom for something. It's a long story. I tried to cut it short. I've shared it before, but let me just share it again. So
Yeah.
she had asked my mom for if my mom knew any house help. And my mom found somebody for her. She went out of her way and found somebody, and she didn't have the time to take the house up there. So she sent me to take the house up to my relative's place, my aunt's place. So I took her with me. And immediately my aunt opened the door. She assumed that we went for food to borrow food. And she was like, I'll tell mom I haven't got anything. She didn't even open the door for me yet. And I was like, no, sorry, I was bringing this lady to you because you needed a house girl. You had sent man for a house girl. And she was like, oh, okay. And then
Yeah.
that's when she allowed us in. I never went back to that house. I went back home and I told myself, I'm never ever going back to visit her ever. And I never did. She died
Yeah.
a few months ago. I never did. Because
Oh.
I felt so bad that she thought I just went there to ask for food. I
Yeah.
felt so bad. But I told myself, you know what? My child will never lack. I told myself, if
Yeah.
I'm going to have any children, they'll never lack. I don't want my child to ever go through a situation where they think that they have to ask for food, or people think they're there to ask for food, and never want any food related problem to my child. That is a promise I made
Yeah.
myself. So, what's your view on
Yeah.
all these things about people thinking that these are just inherited? Is it in the genes? Is it just
Yeah.
bad luck? Is it just the odds against you and stuff like that? What's your view when it comes
Yeah.
to money mindset?
Okay. Well, I wouldn't say it's bad luck. I wouldn't say that because some people think that in Africa there's something they say your village people are following you. Or
Yeah,
they are really doing
your ancestors
something
are
to
like,
you.
no way, I'm not gonna
Your
make
ancestors, yeah, or your ancestors
it.
are saying you're not going to make it. But those things it still bounce back to our mindset. I love the fact that you made a decision to say that your children are not going to lack. That was a very good decision.
I think the internet is breaking already. I hope mine is not breaking too. Uh, okay, guys. I think I lost Sarah. I don't know whether you're receiving her from your end. Meanwhile, tell us your own views. I really want you to tell me your own views on money mindset. What do you think about money?
Okay.
What's your feeling about money? Hi, Sarah. I think Sarah is not aware that I lost her. I don't like it when the internet this does this to us. So if you have any questions, please ask. If you have anything to share, please do. Somebody said, awesome, thank you. You didn't say your name. If you didn't let StreamYard use your name to allow us to use your name, we can't know who it is. I don't know whose comment it is. Do say hello again and where you're joining from. Thank you. So we've lost Sarah. We've lost Sarah. I did have something similar that it's related to what you're talking about, prepared. It's not totally on money mindset. Okay, we've totally lost Sarah on that. So I'll share some of the things that I wanted. So she's trying to rejoin. I'll give her time to. Hi, Sarah. We lost you.
Oh, sorry. I was actually seeing you, so I didn't know. Can you hear me
Y-
now?
Yeah, yeah. Please, my darling, go ahead.
Okay, okay, okay. All right. So I was saying that when it comes to it's not actually bad luck. You shouldn't see it as bad luck, but
Mm.
rather, I don't blame our parents for passing down that mentality to us because that was just the level of their own information, the level of their own education they had. If they knew better, they would have taught us better, right? But you don't blame them because you end up playing the blame game. So what you do is to take responsibility for your life, irrespective of how your environment has affected you, your upbringing, your parents, whatever they've said to you. Take responsibility for your life and tell yourself that I will become a better person and I will give my children the best. That is why there's so many information today flying around. Just like what Nicole said, she made a decision that her child will not go hungry. It's a decision. She didn't blame it on her mother to say, oh, because my auntie said this is how it's going to be like. No, take responsibility for your life and tell yourself that I will give my children better. So there's no bad luck anywhere following anybody. Don't believe that somebody is responsible for what has happened to you. Don't believe that your ancestors are responsible for what has happened to you. No, it doesn't work that way, right? You can decide to change your life. You are the pilot that
Tell
is
them,
driving the
Sarah.
ship.
Tell
You
us
can,
all.
yes, you can decide to change your life, change your situation, and things will work for you,
Change your
right?
situation.
It will. Sure.
Yeah, I like that. You know, when you take responsibility, it means you're taking back control. It means that you realize that any choice you make, every choice you make, do have consequences. They do have
Yes,
consequences. You
sure.
can't go blaming bad luck on things that you have control over. Could you have saved that money and
Yeah.
use it instead of something else? Could you have just saved a little percentage of that money and for your future for something else? Could you have done that? Did you? Why didn't you? Then why are you talking about bad luck and inheriting bad luck and stuff? Maybe there is something like maybe the odds are not on your side sometimes, but there's some that things that we have control over. And if you can take back that control to whatever level you can, then you can make small changes. And the thing with small changes, I from a maths point of view, now that I went back to school and I'm remembering all my maths, from a maths point of view, there is the exponential curve of growth, So when it starts, it's really steady. You can't see it. It's small changes every single time, small changes. But once it starts growing, it just grows all the way. And that's why some people think that other people are overnight success. But you didn't see those small changes they're making every day. You didn't see that. Then one day, like they start making money, and the next, the moment they start making money, it just grows and grows and grows. I lost my guest again, guys. Prayer warriors, pray for our guests not to disappear again. So yes, you need to take control. And the good thing about control, it makes you feel like you have power. And there's something about having power. We all like that, having the power and stuff. If you leave it power, or if you leave it to fate and stuff, then how are you going to make those changes? Where are you going to get your motivation from? And one thing I wanted to talk about today, if I had a chance, in case of such things like disappearing, is motivation. Motivation is a very important thing. Once we have something, my story wouldn't inspire you. It wouldn't help you stay motivated every day. It might inspire you, but it might not fuel you. You see, so you have to have your own story. My own story is knowing the kind of childhood I had. That's what fuels me and motivates me, to knowing that, you know what, I don't want my child to be hungry again, to be hungry ever. I don't want them to go through what I went through. I had to live with relatives for most part. A lot of my childhood, I lived with relatives. I know what it is not to have the freedom to pick the food you want, have the freedom to serve yourself, have the freedom to just, I know how it feels. I know it's awful, and I knew from deep inside me, if I'm going to have any children, they will never ever go through that, so long as I can help it. So long as I'm still here, hata tutalala huko barabarani pamoja, but no way, I'm not letting them go through that. So I did have some things that I prepared. Hi, again, I don't know who is commenting. I don't know if it's the same person or somebody else. But thank you. Yeah, tell us your own views. Tell us your own views when it comes to money mindset. We got a lot to learn from Sarah today. I'm seeing Sarah is trying to get back. So, okay. Something I had here that is related to making changes in our life is that when you're making changes in your life, there are stages of change, and these are the things we need to be aware of. Sarah made it back. So there are stages of change, and when you know that those stages that applies to us, then once we want to change our money mindset, you want to change whatever belief, you want to pick up exercising, you want to do whatever, go back to school, whatever you want to do, just give yourself time, knowing that there are different stages. And the first stage that you need to know
Yeah.
is the pre-contemplation. The pre-contemplation stage is where you tell yourself, you know what, I'm really fed up of being broke all the time. You've just thought of it, you've not made any change. You know what, I'm really fed up of
Yeah.
like smoking. Yeah, you've told yourself that, but you've not done anything about it yet. Yeah, I really hate being this
Yeah.
weight. I need to do something about it. I want to add weight, I want to increase weight, whatever it is. That's the moment where you've thought of something, you've not done anything about it yet. And then the other stage now is the preparation. Preparation stage is where you set the pace. You want to stop smoking, you bought some nicotine patches, or if you want to change your
Yeah.
money journey and stuff, you found a job, you started a business, whatever it is. That is the preparation stage. Then we have the stage, sorry, skip the contemplation stage. So you have pre-contemplation, then contemplation is when you're actually starting to do that. Then you have the preparation stage where you actually set things on pace. Then you have the action. This is where, if your motivation wasn't strong enough, this is where most of
Yeah.
us fall. This is where most of us mark time and stagnate and whatever word you want to use. Because the action is what means you have to come out and actually do it. And that's what we don't want to do. A lot of us don't actually
True.
really want change. Your
Yeah.
suffering has to be really strong enough for you to want to change. The not having
Yeah.
money has to be really painful for you, painful enough for you to want to make change. If it's your weight, it
Yeah.
has to be really like affecting you for you to make change. That's how human beings are. It's not a good thing for us, but that's how we are. Knowledge is there. You said information is there. The internet is full of information. But why don't we make these choices? We know every single person on earth knows that exercise is good for us. Point to me a person who doesn't know that exercise is good for them. I have no idea. But why do we end up on the TV? Why do we end up just sitting down and watching
Yeah.
TV? Every single person on earth, okay, a majority of people now use money. They know money is important. They know they can't get by without money. But how comes a lot of us don't make those changes to have that money?
At
Why is
all.
that? We know some of those small things we can do to have that money to make, but why are we not doing it? So it is important to know all these stages as we change our beliefs and go through them, so that you don't fall back to your old beliefs and start going back to, you know what, it's just, maybe it's just a curse. My ancestor is oh, I
Yeah.
almost spoke Swahili. so, sorry,
Very
Sarah.
true. And in fact, no,
I
no, no,
will
it's
speak
fine.
Swahili
You're
anyway.
really making, you're really
I get carried away.
making a
You,
good,
I'll,
you're really making a good point.
I'll, so you go
You're
like,
really making a good point.
babu yangu alisema kwetu hatakuwezi kuwa wadosi or something like that. You like dismiss it from, my grandfather said will never, in our family it will never happen to us, or I don't know, a
Yeah.
stepfather or something cursed our family. So you make those excuses. So if you need understand these stages, so the other stage is maintenance. So according to study, this is where we need to, after the action where you've decided, okay, I've quit smoking, or I want to make changes in my life, I want to be rich, I want to have enough, I want
Yeah.
to do. After you made those changes, have taken action, you need this maintenance. And according to the study, this is a state that should last you a lifetime, because it's really easy to fall back. That's why you'll see somebody, they've quit smoking and it's 10 years later and they start smoking again, and you don't really get it. We need to try and stay on the maintenance forever. That's why life is a journey. That's why we keep on talking about life being a journey. If you understand it as a journey, if you understand those changes need to be maintained, you need to keep going. You try that business, is not failing. Why is it
Yeah.
not working for me? Try and learn from it. Try and take those
Sure.
lessons. Then you can keep the maintenance stage. And then the last stage is
Yeah.
termination. The determination is where there's, you no longer relapse, no longer relapse. But like I said, you need to keep the maintenance stage instead of going skipping straight into termination. And you're like, okay, now I've got good habits. Now I'm good to go. Instead of going to the termination, just understand that, you know what, Some things you have to make lifetime choices and keep going with them. Go on, Sarah. You were talking
Sure.
to us before you
Yeah,
disappeared. I
if
prepared some notes. They're not totally about
no,
money
that's fine.
mindset. So I wanted to share that
No,
and
it's
with
perfect.
you.
I was enjoying that session. In fact, I wanted to point out something there. You say a lot of why most people don't take actions most times is because learning is in stages, right? Learning is in stages. Most times we feel that we just want to do everything at a time. We just want to do everything. It's not possible, right? Yes, you
Yeah,
can do it, but you end up getting frustrated. You end up getting depressed, right? So
yeah,
you need to take it one step at a time, one step at a time. If you
one
want to
step
start
at a
working on your
time.
money belief system, yes, tell yourself, okay, let me start working on my money belief system. If you want to say, okay, let me work on my spending habit, tell yourself it's time to work on my spending habit, right? So it's a gradual process. You don't rush
Right.
the process. It's a gradual process. You follow the process and you embrace the process, but you don't rush the process. Okay? So that is what you need to understand. So I think Nico was also talking. I wanted to talk about how you can still maintain this right money mindset even when you're faced
Mm,
with difficulties, even when you're faced
mm.
with difficult times and
Yeah, yeah,
challenges. How you can still maintain
yeah.
your right money mindset, right?
Mm,
Because I know that sometimes we have a lot of challenges that come. Like I said, your belief system most times is tested, right? Your belief system is tested most times. So how do you face, how do you handle these challenges when they come, especially when you're faced with a whole lot of them, right? So you must first understand that when you're faced with this kind of challenges, you must hold on to what you believe. You must hold on to what you believe. It's not going to be easy, but you must hold on to what you believe, right? It's not going to be easy, but you must hold on to it. And that's why I talk about having the right company around you, so that people that can encourage you, having the right platform that can inspire you. You hold on to those people. They're gonna keep pushing you. This morning, I sent my normal morning messages. I have a broadcast list. So maybe anybody that wants to join my broadcast list is free. You can just drop your contact, or I'll drop my WhatsApp number and then you just reach out to me. I'll add you up and you'll be receiving daily messages from me. I teach on that broadcast every day. So this morning, after sending my broadcast, a young lady said, "Thank God for this inspiration because she has lost it already. She has lost hope. She couldn't do anything again." And this is somebody that has goals she wants to achieve. She's goal oriented. So you see that she needed a little push. There are times we are down. It happens. There are moments we don't want to try. There are moments we don't want to go on. There are moments we just want to shut down. So when moments like this come, you must have the right company, right? If there's a flame of fire here and there's something come close to it, it attracts that fire, right? And it keeps on burning. So that's just how it happens. So when you know that you are down in difficult moments, you need to hold on to your belief and then move closer to people or platforms that you can still contact back your fire. It helps you, right? Don't go back to people that will be telling you the negative things of life that will still affect you in that stage, okay? And you must always feel abundant. Don't look at the money in your bank account and say, I don't have anything in my bank account. Money does not come to you before because you worked for it. Money comes to you because of your mindset and how you feel about it. If you feel you deserve more money, if you feel you deserve more, much more than what you're earning, money will come to you because there's what we call auto suggestion. It will begin to suggest ways you can get money. But when you tell yourself you can't afford it, you have shut down your auto suggestion mode, right? You've shut down your auto suggestion mode and you begin to see that everything you think about is negativity. You begin to emphasize and dwell on your scarcity. You begin to feel comfortable with your lacks and you begin to play the pity party. People begin to feel pity for you because you don't have anything. No. And you see yourself working hard and yet you're earning little. It's not because you're working hard. No, it's because you don't feel you deserve much money, right? So money comes with the mindset and then how you feel about it. If you feel comfortable around money, money will feel comfortable around, right? So that's how it happens. Okay, I think I can hear you, Nicole. I don't know if your mic is off.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
did mute. Sorry. What I'm thinking is
so
that you surround yourself with the right people, and then something that you've just mentioned as a by the way, but to me, I think it's a very strong thing. When you help other people, or when you have somebody like for me, like my mom, when she smiles and blesses me, that is everything to me. That's the world to me. So that's another kind of fuel and motivator too. Just somebody
yeah,
appreciating. Sometimes it's so small, it's so little, but somebody else appreciating you like that. It's amazing. It will help you keep going. Even in difficult times, the fact that you put a smile on somebody's face is absolutely amazing. And then the other thing I'm
sure,
thinking is that what? You have to have a positive relationship with money. Have a positive relationship. Be happy with it, and it will be happy with you right back. Hi guys, Nicole, you look exactly like the actor of Jungle Boy movie, but very beautiful as usual. Mgeni looks good too. When it comes to Mgeni means guest. When it comes to matters money on my side, I can say it depends on how you plan for that little you get. If you aren't able to plan for that little, the problem remains the same with big amount as well. Absolutely true. About my hair, really, pardon me, I wanted a new look and I was rushing it, and then I ended up looking like the Jungle Boy guy. I know, I did notice, but beautiful is in the heart. So it doesn't matter what you are in the outside, so long as you're beautiful in the heart. So mine comes from the inside. Anyway,
yeah,
I know, thank you. So you've been told you're beautiful, Mgeni, as well. So I want you to comment about this. I'm not so sure who's written the comment, and thank you for your comment. Sarah, I would like
okay,
you to dwell on the bit where it says, when it comes to money, on my side, I can say it depends on how you plan for that little you get. If you aren't able to plan for that little, the
yeah.
problem remains the same with the big amount as well.
Okay. Yeah, this is it. Okay, if you're earning stable to plan for that little, the problem remains exactly. Now, let me point. Money is personal, not relative, right? Money is personal, not relative. Now, why do I say so? The money you have in your hand is personal to you, and how you manage it determines how much more will still come to you, right? It's not relative because what you have is not what your neighbor has. So don't look at the lifestyle of your neighbor and try to copy him because you both believe that you have money. He may have much more. He may be borrowing. You don't know, right? So your money is personal, not relative. You must understand that. When I have most money now, it's personal to me. I plan my financial goal, I plan my
Mm,
budget, and I know how to go about my money, right? But when I
mm,
begin to look at other people's lifestyle and I feel I want to copy them because they also have, you must be careful. You must be careful. Your money is not their money. Their money is not your money. Their lifestyle is not your lifestyle. You don't know what they're spending their money on, right? You don't know their
yeah,
needs. They don't know your needs. Yeah. So money is personal to you, and how you manage it determines how much more money will come to you, right? And then you
absolutely.
should also understand this, that when spending money, you must be careful to cut your emotions. Emotional spending is dangerous, right? People spend money out of, emotionally. When you just feel somebody is
Yeah.
marketing, let's look at business people, right?
Mm,
When people are marketing to you, yeah, when someone is selling something to you, they make sure they sell your emotions, right? They'll make sure that they are selling it to you. You're gonna see like, wow, if I don't get this thing today, there is
yeah.
problem. So you don't need the last money you want, you just clear it off because someone has just sold emotions to you and you are buying it, right? Human beings are naturally carried away emotionally. When we want to buy
Yeah.
something, most
Yeah.
times we don't think, right?
Yeah.
You make decisions emotionally and then you logically pay the money, right? You
Yeah.
emotionally make
Sometimes,
decisions and you pay the money.
yeah. Sometimes that's
Sure.
also depends
So
on our
you must
agenda.
be careful.
Yeah, I was just adding that sometimes it's
Exactly.
also depends
So
on our
you must,
agenda.
sure.
No,
Yeah.
I'll let
So
you go.
you
I'll
must
let you
be
go.
careful
Go
not to,
on.
yeah. So you must be careful not to spend money emotionally, right? You must cut down on emotional spending. You must be careful. You must always apply your logical reasoning when you want to spend money. Apply your logical reasoning when you want to spend money. So it's not just about your emotion. So how you spend your money determines how much money will come to you, right? So you must plan your money very effectively for you to spend it. Make sure you work with a budget. Make sure you work with a budget. How much do I need to buy this certain thing? Make sure, but don't go and buying decisions in the market. Plan your budget from your house, and then when you go home or you go to the market, you can be able to make
Yeah,
your buying decisions. It's that
yeah.
easy.
Yeah, I totally agree. There is something called emotional spending and emotional relationship with money. That's why we need to learn a lot about money. All these things are correlated, and you have to be aware that you can change your beliefs and stuff. And then after that, when you've had that positive relationship with money, you keep the journey by learning more about money and being around people who know about money and ways of, being good with their money. Because you find that there's some, we have this thing in Kenya called chama. Chama is like where women, it's mostly women that used to do it, come together and they put money aside, and every month they put money aside, and then one person receives it. And you see some of these chamas I don't know, you have that in Nigeria, do you? Where people, some other people call it merry-go-round. It has lots of other names, but we've seen. Oh, I've lost my guest again. We've seen some people being a great success from these things, and they hardly put a lot of money in the very small amount of money, and they're able to have delayed gratification where they know if we keep on putting this money away, we can do great things with it. They end up buying like land or investing on whatever they invest in. They keep on learning about money, involving somebody who knows more about money, and one day it becomes something. So sometimes money is not the amount we have. We have people with lots of amounts coming in monthly, but at the time of retirement, there's nothing to show of it because they didn't surround themselves with the right people. They didn't get advice from the right people. They didn't ensure that their mission adjusted to their new, their new income. But sometimes you have that mentality that you had where you could never afford things. You could never have a new handbag. So you take that to your future where you always want to have a new handbag because your parents never gave you that new handbag. So you're in this cycle of trying to satisfy this want, to satisfy this need, but it's got nothing to do with anything that you could ever buy. It's you who needs to work on yourself and all those underlying issues, or you'll keep on making the wrong money investments and decisions. Actually, should money be the source of our motivation? Oh, damn, you went for the Sarah, are you there? Sarah, are you there? We've got a question for you. Should money be the source of our motivation? Okay. You probably are stuck and muted too. Uh, you know what? Money is good. This is a difficult question to answer. Money is good. So long as it's good, right? It's used right. So long as you know why you want it, why you need it. But the thing of using money as motivation is that, like you've seen the way we are in the middle of the pandemic and stuff. If something goes wrong in some way and you don't have that money coming in, your motivation might be taken away, because it relies on that money. So it's a hard one to say whether money should be a source of your motivation. It depends on what sort of motivation may be. Let's say it depends on maybe elaborate what sort of motivation. Is it for living? If it's for being happy, is it for what? But I wouldn't use it as my source of motivation. Let's say, for instance, you like going exercising and you like doing it in the gym, and you just believe that you have to do it in the gym, and now you can't afford going to the gym anymore. It means you won't be exercising anymore. But if you rely on your inner self, on your inner mind and your inner energy, to make the right decisions every single day, to make the right choices, then it means that now you don't have that money to go to the gym. you will start walking. You'll start waking up in the morning earlier and going for your walks and doing stuff like that. And when you do that, it means you are increasing your happy hormones. And when your happy hormones are good, everything works out for you. So that money will still come back very soon. It will still come back. So yeah, I don't know that answered your question. I want Sarah to answer that for you. This is her field. This is where she shines. But anyway, when Sarah was talking, I picked up on something that is really important. When you make this journey where you're changing your money mindset and you want to change your circumstances, you want to change your pocket, you want to see it actually grow, give yourself some time. Know that sometimes it will grow steadily. Not everybody manages to grow it instantly, depending on a lot of circumstances. So give yourself some time. But you need somebody in this journey with you. There are days you wake up, it's just like exercising. You need some a motivator. You pay a fitness whatever to guru, whatever, to help you through that journey. Somebody will push you and direct you and ensure that you maximize your potential. That's why you need people like Sarah to help you through this journey, to help you through those days that days that you self-doubt, days that your old beliefs were trying to come in. You need it, because we talked about maintenance. Once you get out of the old money mindset, which includes believing that maybe money is not meant for your family, you're just not lucky. If you come from that mindset and you start making money, even if it's small, you want somebody to help you in the right direction. And you need to have maybe like a financial advisor too, where a financial advisor will help you in putting your money in the right places. And once you see that money, that will be another motivator. You'll see that your money is actually growing. You'll see that there are actually changes in your life, and that is motivation. And now, hi, I can see you back. Sarah, I'd lost you for a bit. We had a question for you.
Yeah. I think, yeah,
Yeah,
I saw it. Someone said, should money be the source of our motivation, right? I
yeah.
think I saw that.
I don't
Yeah. So,
know.
so most times, if money, yeah, so if money is your source of motivation, most times you just miss it, right? Most times you miss it because when you don't see the money, you begin to get frustrated sometimes, right? You begin to get frustrated because your motivation now is not there. Your motivation is not there. So you must have a strong why, a strong motivation aside money that will help you to keep moving in life, right? If you want to be successful, then success should not just mean money to you alone. Okay, success should not mean money to you alone, right? So you should have a strong why that will keep on pushing you. For me, even the days I don't have money, I still smile, but I still feel good that yes, I know I have an abundance mentality. I know that I cannot lack. Even when the economy seems to be tough, I know that I'm operating on a different economy. Money will still come to me. So money is not really the motivation because if I wasn't seeing the physical money, and I will just give up on myself. I'll give up on everything. I'll give up on the journey. But when you begin to have a source, a strong why you're on the journey and why you want to succeed in life, okay? Do you want to succeed? Okay, like let me use an example. The story Nicole gave us. She mentioned that her children will know not lack. That is a motivation for her. It's possible when it comes to pushing, right? She
Mm,
has said her
mm,
children will not lack. Her children will not
mm,
lack. So
mm.
tomorrow, when you want to think of, when you want to feel like, let me relax, I don't want to work again. When you remember that my children must not lack, you will
Hey!
keep on moving,
Oh,
right? You'll keep on
Chineke.
moving. Sure. Yes, but when you just feel money is just the motivation, when you don't even know what you want to do with the money, it's not a strong motivation. You will give up. It will not be a strong motivation. So attach
Yeah.
something that means so much to you, so that tomorrow when you remember that if
Mm,
this thing doesn't go this way, I'm not going to relax. That thing will help you to keep
yeah.
moving, right? So
Yeah.
it's very important we look at that. I hope I answered that question.
Yeah, my motivation, I'm so glad that it's so strong and it never wears down. It will never be there'll never be a point in my life where I'll think, oh, okay, and fine now, relax. I, I know that I want to tell my son a lot more yeses than no's. And I know there are times that
Sure.
it will be difficult for me, but those yeses are important. Why? They're important to me because I know the world has a lot of no's for him. So I want to try and give him a lot more
Yeah.
yeses at home. So part of my yes could include the minor things whereby He knows he has a choice when it comes to whatever he wants to eat, a roof over his head and stuff. He knows we don't have to be in a certain situation, just because mommy doesn't have money. Yes, there are occasions where it's important to discuss money with your children and tell them when you don't have. I do that. It's important to be open with them so that you're realistic with them, so that they don't think it's always bed of roses. You're just being realistic with them. But also know that whatever you tell them, the things they see in you will influence them a lot in their lives. You'll pass it down a lot. There's somebody I like this, and I'm glad you brought us back to the source. I'm glad you brought us back to the source. Energy. Money is energy. How you treat money is how you treat your energy. Everything is just but energy. And everything, whether you're a Christian or whatever, we're told about love. Everything comes from love. So the main source of everything is love. Even creation came out of love. We are created out of love. Everything came out of love. It's all about love, and love is a very amazing energy. So if you don't love money, if you go like, oh, people who love money, they don't know, they're this, they're that, they're that. No, you've created your block. No, you've created a limiting belief, and that is very hard to come out of. Really, really difficult to come out of. Not impossible. I didn't say impossible. I said it's difficult because you've already believed that money is not good. It's bad energy. No, it's not. Yeah, I absolutely in love with that. What do you think about? What do you want to say about that when it comes to your own view with?
Yeah, okay. So just like she said, I think you've answered the question. Money is not a bad energy, right? It's not a bad energy. Where you focus your strength on is the results you bring out from that direction. Okay, so if you focus your strength on your goals, you focus your strength on telling yourself that I'm gonna make so much money. If you focus yourself on focus your mind on the abundance mentality, focus your mind on how you feel about money, focus your mind on how you can make money on a daily basis, you're gonna attract it, right? You're gonna attract it because that is what I believed. But when
Mm,
you say money is a bad energy, just like Nicole said, you've put a stumbling block already, right? You put a stumbling
putting
block.
a
You're
block.
not gonna attract this money, right? I
Yeah.
when I began my money mindset journey, I remember I got to a point where people around me had to tell me that, Sarah, you love money so much. You talk about money too much, right?
Yes.
So yeah, so when they told me that, I was satisfied. I was so happy because I knew that I have gotten to that point I wanted to get to. Right? I knew I was gotten to that point. Why? Because I kept on talking about what I want to attract. I want to attract money in my life, so I must keep talking about it. I must keep being comfortable around money. Someone said she loves money, money loves her, and she's comfortable around money. So you need to be comfortable around money. Don't put
Yeah.
a hindrance to how well you can attract money into your life. So money is not a bad energy. It's not actually. And how you treat money is how you treat your energy, right? Someone said that, okay? So how you treat money is how you're going to attract money into your life. I tell people that you should respect money. When I mean respect money, I'm not saying that you should serve money as your God. No, but you should see money as invaluable in your life, right? Don't see money as nothing. Why you spend money unnecessarily is because you don't value money. For money to
Yeah.
you, you must value money,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
For value you must value money.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. I think for me personally, I discovered that because my spiritual side discovered that love governs a lot of things. So, and when you love things, you tend to treat them well. You tend to treat them with respect.
Sure.
And I keep
Yes.
saying this, and it's because it's just true. It will show in a lot of things. It will show with how much money you have. It will show with the relationship with the environment. With the people around you. It will show because as above, um, as above, so below, whatever. You know what I mean? My brains are beginning to shut. Yeah. So we know that, and we know that within, without, as within, without. So if you have a clear and clean relationship with money, relationship with the people around you, relationship with life, you will see it also showing on the outside. So we have to be really careful on the things we have inside. We have to be really careful. That's why we keep on coming back to beliefs. Come from the point of love, have good beliefs, have beliefs that are healthy, that are not limiting you. And anything that's limiting, don't worry, it's not the end of the world. It can all be changed, it can all be sorted. So don't go going like, oh, I give up. How do I come out of the fact that I think that if I have money, I won't go to heaven? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Have the right people around you so that they can teach you and help you come out of that, and then learn how to affirm the right things, better things for you to help grow. I don't know whether there's anything else you wanted to cover, my darling.
Okay, so I will say that for everything we said today, it's not just the end of it, right? It's not just the end of it. You must keep building yourself, you must keep working on yourself. You must be deliberate and intentional about your money journey, about your success journey. You must associate with the right people that will keep on flaming your fire, that will keep making you to keep moving, to keep pushing,
Yeah.
right? So if you really want help, just like what Nicole is doing there, I can also be of help. I trained you on that. I can work with you personally. I'll sit with you. I can create your money mindset beliefs you should start working with. We can work personally that will ensure that you begin to is working for you on a daily basis. I can hold you accountable. I do my accountability coaching. I also do my one-on-one coaching. It's a one-on-one coaching where we talk about, I can help you budget your spending, you budget your
Mm.
savings, your investment. We can design a risk management profile for you, how you can manage risks. You should know the investment to go into. We can also talk about how you can save money, how you can spend money wisely. All these are part of our packages. So if you want to connect with me, I think you can just get Nicole, and then Nicole is going to reach
Yeah.
out to you. If you want to join my daily broadcast list, I will send you. That one is free without a fee.
Yeah.
You're gonna enjoy
They
this
can
for
find.
free. So if you want to
Yeah.
join that, you can just drop your numbers, and then I will be sending you daily messages. You'll be learning so much, and you will keep being inspired to keep moving on your journey.
We
Thank you
inspire
so
each
much
other
for
and help
having
each
me,
other.
Nicole. It's a privilege to always come here.
It's always nice to
Yeah, it's a
have
privilege
you.
to always. We don't take this for granted.
The internet is always annoying, but we get through it.
Thank you so much.
To get, yeah, we are from different continents, swimming in a different continent. I don't know. There's all these things to take into account, so we do our best to help each other. By the way, this lady, she inspires me. She has the body I love, but I look at myself and think, oh, what it takes to do all that. She's always doing amazing things and challenging herself, her body and stuff. So say thank you to whenever the money comes in, bless it when it comes out. Um, yes. Yes, yes. I love you. You know that. I love you, and I need you to come here one day and inspire us too. I need it. But let's finish with Sarah today. Let's finish with Sarah. So, what you're saying is really good. That we need to be thankful for whenever money comes in, and also thankful at all times. Really, always be just thankful. Have some things that remind you to be thankful. You can have something maybe in your purse or in your belt, even though you don't physically have money at that time. You know, money always flows. Money comes in and out. That's how money works. That's the whole point of money. So just affirm to nice things. Have some reminder in your past. Then every time you see it, to be thankful for money. You can have systems in place where if you're paying for something, you can affirm to it that money comes easily to you and flows easily through you, so that when you're paying things, you don't feel the pinch, because we have that tendency where end month comes and we're feeling so bad that we have to pay rent, or we have to do this, or you're supposed to be grateful instead that you even have a roof over your head that you're paying rent to, that you have the money to pay rent. Be grateful for all those things. Always be thankful for whether it's coming in and out, and affirm and affirm and affirm. The whole point of affirmation, whether you're a Christian or whatever spiritual background you have, the whole point is reminding yourself of the source, reminding yourself of love, of where everything comes out of. So you're farming, you're being grateful for it and stuff. Yeah, because you don't know what kind of abuse, financial abuse you got. You don't know the depth of it because you were just a child. You don't know all those things. You don't remember some of those things you were told. But I've used my example before, but there's a lot of things that we were told as children, and that does a lot of damage. It is a work. Some people get affected differently from their childhood. Some people end up having wrong weight, wrong relationship, wrong money relationship. You have to ask yourself why you make the decisions you do, why and why and why. And people like me, a life coach, I'll help you with finding your own answers because you have it already. When you come to Sarah, she'll help you with your money decisions and help you guide you in the right way and stuff. For me, just to wind up, my life coaching journey has got nothing to do with anybody else. It has everything to do with me. Everything. Because when I discovered to love myself, when I discovered to forgive myself for all the wrong decisions I made, or all the bad things I did to myself, or all the journey that I went through, I discovered, let me say, a light. I found this light that I keep on following. But I didn't want to go through that journey on my own, even though I paid for it. I'm certified. I paid for that. I bought books. I did all that. I still love helping people, and I love helping people. It's just part of my journey too. It's something I've always done naturally. So that's why we have this platform where I share and I bring all these amazing ladies who love to share. And God has blessed us with so many people that are coming internationally and stuff. So Sarah, asante. You know what that means? Asante for coming. And somebody's just joining us and is late. Asante. So Sarah, find Sarah Sunday. If you can't find her, reach out to me. I'll help you find her. I'm sure you find something or two from her. You won't regret reaching out to her. Absolutely. Asante sana, Sarah.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you
Say
so much.
karibu.
Yeah, great
You're meant to
job.
say
I really
karibu.
celebrate you.
Yeah, thank you everybody who has joined us today. We are winding up. If you missed, don't worry, we can always learn from each other. You can always rewatch this. I don't delete anything. And then you guys, you've not followed me on YouTube. Why? I'm yet to know. I'm waiting for answers to hear from you guys. Why you're not on YouTube? Why you've not subscribed on YouTube? Asante, asante, asante. Great session, asante sana. Okay, we had people should shun away from lack mentality whenever money is getting out of your pocket. Absolutely. We've run out of time. That's why you're saying we're trying to rush it. We usually try to keep it an hour long. And Hodi, we don't know who that is, but karibu, karibu, karibu. Tunamalizia. We've had Sarah here all the way from Nigeria teaching us so much. So yeah, change your mentality, change your life. You'll see it changing all areas of your life, depending on what's more important for you. I always talk about values. I always remind yourself, sit down and know your values. If you don't know, I have free resources that can help you find your values. Find your values. When you know your values, you will make different decisions. Um, it- we know that if we had a table, a long table full of all these amazing things about life, let's say you put the friendship, you put the money, you put the, I don't know, parents, you put their children, you put the, let's say you put all assorted things on about life on that table. We are bound to all come out with different things. The things you'll pick first and the thing I'll pick first are totally different because we have different values. For me, I think on top of that will be freedom. I want freedom to be able to travel the world, freedom to do this. I like that, being free and being in control of my life in that way. So we will all have different things. So yeah, do remember, sit down and know your values. Once you know your values, forgive yourself for all the things you did not before. Learn to check all the beliefs you have. Start asking yourself why. Why am I like this? Why do I make this decision? Why can't I resist the urge of that buying that new bag, even though I know end month I'll have to borrow some money to pay my rent again? Why do I do all those things? Don't do it from a point of judging yourself. Do it from a point of love, where you are forgiving yourself and loving yourself and being gentle to yourself, just like you would to your child if you know they were making bad decisions. Otherwise, asanteni. We can go on forever and ever. So yeah, Sarah, have you finished? Are you finished? We wind up, we wind up, we wind up. I've enjoyed this and I love you, girl.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you. Thank you. Right,
Yeah,
so I have to go. Thank
yeah. Thank you so much for your time and God bless you so much. I hope you'll be
All right,
coming back.
thank you so much
Thank you.
for
Bye,
having me.
everybody. More love. Sending you love. Yeah. More love. Join us again next week. We'll find a guest for you next week and we'll tell you the topic for next week. Bye, everybody.